Hey there, YouTube. So yesterday I began my Invisalign journey. That's how I want to call it anyway. And I got my first set of aligners. And I have a horrible lisp because of it. However, I do want to document the changes. And what I want to do is make a video every time I put in a new set of aligners to just see for myself the differences and changes. I can go set to set and just look at them, and I'll be taking pictures for myself and everything. But I also want to talk about it. I want to talk about my experience. I want to share it. And I don't know, it's just it's big for me because my teeth are really bad, and I've wanted braces done again for a long time. Because what happened was when I was 13, I had an overbite, and they put on the braces, and there was kind of an accident, and some kid's foot wound up in my mouth and ripped off all the brackets on this side. And when the brackets were removed so violently, my teeth bounced back, not in a good way. And so that was when I was 13. I'm 26 now, so it's basically been half my life. And finally, after much waiting and approval from my union's dental coverage, I finally got Invisalign, yay! And you can kind of see it here. But if I just talk normal, if I don't really show, it doesn't really show. But for me, I paid, let me think. Alright, let's start from the beginning. I went to talk to the orthodontist about braces, and he suggested Invisalign, and I spoke to the financial counselor or something, I don't know, and she said it would be $1,500 out of pocket for me for the Invisalign, plus another $600 for the retainer, because insurance doesn't cover retainers, which I think is really dumb, but them's the breaks. So I had to get approval, and I had to wait many moons for that to happen. And finally, yay, I got approved, and they took a whole bunch of molds and stuff. They did a clay mold kind of thing, it looked like this brown molding clay. They did this weird thing that they put something in my mouth with silly putty, and they recorded my bite. They took x-rays, they took photos. Excuse me. And when the retainers did come in, it was very exciting. They put on the buttons, these attachments, I don't know, sometimes they're called buttons. And that process is kind of gross. The stuff that they use all tastes very bad. And when they attach the attachments, the Invisalign sends the orthodontist a template. So they will fill the template with the substance that they use to attach the attachments, and then put it on your teeth and bind it with a light. And then when that's done, they have to remove the template. And that, for me particularly, was very difficult because the substance just really sticks to the template. And it's just gross. It just tastes bad. You get over it though. And then they gave me my first set of aligners, and they were like, "Here, go put this in." They were like, go to the bathroom, and someone was in the bathroom, so I just kind of felt it out and just popped them in and showed them, and they were like, "Oh, so exciting." And they gave me sets 1 and 2, so I'll be changing into set 2 in 2 weeks. And what else? At the end of set 2, they want to put in spacers, and they also want to do some slenderizing of some of my teeth to make them thinner here, to make room for all this crowding. He was going to pull a molar, but I think after looking at my x-rays and stuff, he figured that he could just get away with slenderizing and moving my teeth. I have space back here in my upper jaw from where one tooth or 2 teeth? I think 2 teeth just never came in. My wisdom tooth and one of my molars, it's not there. So that seems to have given me the freedom of not having to remove a molar, which is very happy for me because I've had wisdom teeth removal and it's horrible. So for the aligners, this is my second day wearing them. They're very uncomfortable, to be honest. Like, I think it's more uncomfortable for me than maybe some other people because of the positioning of my teeth. Like, if you have really crowded teeth, it might really hurt you. Because if you can see here, yeah, now it's very lovely, but my teeth are basically twisted, like, all sorts of wrong. And getting the retainer off, or the tray, whatever, off of this portion of my mouth is difficult, and I have to, like, do it in a way so as not to, like, hurt the aligner and hurt my teeth. It's very painful. The other thing is that the edges of the aligners are sharp. Not so sharp that they'll cut you. At least for me it wasn't that sharp, but sharp enough that it'll irritate your mouth. The underside of my tongue is very sore. I work at a job where I have to talk to people a lot. I have to explain stuff, I have to answer phones, etc. So after a day of that, it gets really irritated. And I'm just like, I'm not happy with that part. But I remember metal braces, and I remember them being extremely uncomfortable, having sores on my mouth, all sorts of nonsense. I did get one sore over here on the inside, and I guess it's just because it's like, this is drastic change in your mouth. It's like everything's just like, what else? Oh, the first time you take your your aligners off to eat, if they put the attachments on your teeth, those are very sharp. Like, it's just very bumpy and craggly and sharp, and I bit the inside of my cheek somehow on them while eating, and it was very, like, not fun. Like, I couldn't wait to brush my teeth and put the aligners back in. That's how, like, uncomfortable it was without the aligners. They seem to be getting better after only one day. They seem to be less annoying, like when I had dinner earlier, but it was still, like, uncomfortable. Like wow, you know, this is not what I expected at all, because they're like, yeah, Invisalign, it's more comfortable than braces. Yes, it is less painful than braces, metal braces, but it's still very uncomfortable. I have a little threshold for pain, despite having like 10 tattoos. But it's in your mouth. Mouth pain to me is just a big deal. When I had to get my wisdom teeth removed, it was the most horrific experience for me. Because it's like, it's tooth stuff, which already makes me uncomfortable. And I got dry socket, so like I go like this in the mirror, and there's like this just hole in my jaw, and I'm just like, anyway, I'm not going to get into it, it's horrible. But, so tooth pain in general is just really bad for me. So, but I am excited. I'm very excited to finally be able to smile and feel confident and safe. I already feel more confident. Like, I just do. Like, I know that in a year or 2 years, I'm going to be able, like, I'm going to have perfect teeth. If not perfect teeth that, like, I can't complain about. And, that's, you know, that's important to me. And another thing is that my brain died. I can already see changes. Like, when I take them off, if I look in the mirror, I can see that this tooth is like, these two are being pulled away from it. And I can feel it. Back here, there's room. Like there's more room back there than there was before. And a lot of people go, oh, you know, you don't see anything in the beginning. But for me personally, I know my mouth very well because I've been so obsessed with the fact that it's just like so crooked. I know it well enough to know when changes are being made. And let's face it, it wouldn't hurt if things weren't being moved around. Like, it just wouldn't be painful at all. So this is my first video. I'll be doing an update in 2 weeks. I'll do an update when I get the spacers and when I do the slenderizing. So I'll do an update in 2 weeks. And then another one in 4 weeks from now. And then another one in 5 weeks from now. And after that, I'll basically just do an update anytime something significant happens. So if I change a tray, or if I have to have a procedure done. And this might not be exciting for most people, but it's exciting for me. And I want to share it and document it and just keep it in a space where I can, like, you know, just go over it. And one day I can come back and be like, oh yeah, I remember this. I remember having crooked teeth one time. You know, so like this is my upper jaw here. You know, some people might say, oh, it's not that bad, but for me, it's just like I cover my mouth when I smile. You know, like I'm just like, because if you catch it at the wrong angle, it's just like, see, it's like, you know, like I have to like, see, you can't really see it this way, but if I turn this way, it's like, and this is my lower jaw, which actually, it's not that bad. Like, it's only this one tooth. But he said that work might have to be done on that just to make sure that I have an accurate bite. So I'm just like, okay, you're the professional. I'll trust you. You know, worst case scenario, I have straight teeth but not a perfect bite. I don't know. I doubt that anything disastrous is going to happen because everything's all planned out already. We already know what the end result is going to be. Or at least he does. I'm just going to put my face. Sorry. So, I'm just rambling, but I'm also, you know, it's very exciting, you know, to just like go from feeling miserable about yourself and then being able to fix it, even if it is uncomfortable and painful and whatnot. Like, it's not the end of the world. I can drink water. I'm drinking more water, I'll tell you that much. Oh, something I want to mention. Okay, this is going to sound kind of weird, but I like to chew things like plastic. And I know it's not good to chew plastic, and obviously my chewing habit is going to eventually be eliminated because I can't chew on anything while I have these in. They taste good. Like, okay, y'all are going to think I'm really weird, but they taste like, I don't know. They don't taste bad. Like, they make my mouth, I guess, water a little bit. Because they're irritating, and I don't know, it doesn't taste bad. I think they taste kind of good. I know that's really weird, and I'm sorry. I'm creeping you guys out like, ew, this bitch likes plastic. But I don't know, I think they taste good. I don't know, that's just me. So, I guess that's it for now. If you have any questions, just ask them. If it's like a lot of different questions, I might make another video. If it's just like, you know, one or two of the same questions, I'll just like hit reply and reply to people, and hopefully it'll come up on top. Hopefully the comment system will work and my replies will be on top, which is what's supposed to happen, but YouTube happened to that. So, and I'll see you in 2 weeks.